President William Ruto targets Ruto Gashagwa regarding Gashagwa's deceased brother's wife into his political rally. Welcome back to our channel. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Real News Updates Media, the channel where you get all your trending politics. What is the main reason for President William Ruto's Mount Kenya's political tour? I have said it before, politics is a dirty game. For one, to understand President William Ruto's politics, one needs to analyze him well. It is called political strategy. Ruto is an intelligent man. One of his main targets is to get back the support from Mount Kenyan region. And number two, to sabotage Rigathi Gachagua, who is the current kingpin of Mount Kenyan region that gained massive support after being impeached by President William Ruto. Is President William Ruto revenging on Gachagwa's scornful criticism on the government and turning Mount Kenya against President William Ruto and Kenya Kwanza government? Yesterday, Ruto invited Gachagwa's deceased brother's wife to his political rally. She was actually seen standing next to Nahumicha and Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi is a diehard of President William Ruto. It is called Ruto's political game of strategy. Why would President William Ruto invite Gachagwa's deceased brother's wife to his political rally? Is it revenge? Or there is a much deeper motive towards her invitation to Ruto's political rally? Well, we can see Oscar Sudi was also in the political rally, one of the orchestrators of Rigathi Gachagwa's impeachment, and was hanging out with Rigathi's late brother's wife during Ruto's political rally. But Sudi was on the low. He was just there, watching as President Ruto was addressing the crowds. He maintained a low profile while sitting on the speakers and trying to interact with the people for support motives during President William Ruto's political tour. We all know how Oscar Sudi plays a fierce political battle when he decides to speak and is actually intending to send a message out to somebody. This time he was very calm, trying to blend in with the supporters, actually showing more of support to President William Ruto's rally. I want us to analyze and look at the reasons why President Ruto invited Rigathi Gachagwa's late brother's wife to his political rally. Could this be a strategy to get back at Rigathi Gachagua? Ruto has a tendency of parading enemies' wives to his political rally, since it is not the first time he is actually inviting an enemy to his rally. In this case, we are talking about Rigathi Gachagwa's late brother's wife into his rally. Ruto is trying every possible way to pin down Gachagua, so probably by inviting people who are close allies to Rigathi Gachagua, he can get strategies to weaken Rigathi Gachagua in the Mount Kenyan region. Be a thief to actually catch a thief. President William Ruto is trying so hard to bring Rigathi Gachagua's close allies so that he can actually get to know the weak points of Rigathi Gachagua and how he can manage to weaken Rigathi Gachagua further in the Mount Kenyan region. Is President William Ruto trying to prove a point? If you don't support me, I can equally have your diehards alongside my rallies. That's a message he's trying to send to Rigathi Gachagua, because we have seen his allies dining with President William Ruto. More like it's very easy for me to actually get your allies to side with me. Yesterday, we saw the Nyeri Governor Kahiga playing along politics with President William Ruto. We have seen Rigathi Gachagwa's late brother's wife also dining with President Ruto in his rallies. What kind of message is President William Ruto trying or intending to send to Rigathi Gachagua? And our big question is, why do you think Ruto invited Gachagwa's deceased brother's wife into his political rally? Is it a payback motive? Is he intending to revenge at Rigathi Gachagua? Leave your views on our comment section. Subscribe for more news bulletins. JD Ishmaels.